What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ricky Somborn and today we're going to learn how to play All I Want on the good old uke. But as always, before we dive into this tutorial, make sure to hit that red subscribe button below if you haven't already. It looks a little bit like this. Click it, it will turn gray. Also, if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube, make sure to hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe icon. And the biggest thing that you could do to help me, and I would love you forever if you did, give this video a thumbs up and also share it with your friends. That basically just tells YouTube that this video is awesome and they're going to share it out to other people that don't know who I am or this channel exists. So that would help me out a lot. You don't know how much that would help out if you could just give this video a thumbs up and follow me on Instagram or just at Ricky Somborn. We reached 53,000 Instagram family members and I would love for you to join. So yeah, with all that promo-y, YouTube-y, Instagram-y stuff out of the way, let's get into this tutorial. So this song is pretty easy in that it only has 4 chords and they are all fairly simple. The first chord that you need is an A minor. The next chord is a C. The next chord that we need is an F. And the last chord that we need for this song is a G. So if you're like, Ricky, I know how to play the A minor, F, C, G chords. Let's move on to strumming and the mini play along. Well, I got you. So I'm going to put it right here, a skip to section where you can just basically skip to wherever you want. Your choice. It's you're watching it, so you can do whatever you want. So if you want to skip ahead, skip ahead. I would love for you to just move on to the sections that you need. But if you're like, Ricky, I don't know what an A minor or a C or an F or a G are, please help me out. Well, you're in luck. That is why this video exists. We're going to go step by step on where to put your fingers for each chord, and then we're going to move on to the strumming. So as you can see, I moved it a little bit to the side and I'm going to stay here because I'm going to put a visual representation of where to put your fingers on the fretboard right here. So definitely be a lot easier, especially if you're a beginner, to kind of see exactly where your fingers are going to be placed for each chord. So one thing I do want to mention before we dive into the chords is how we number the strings. So let's pick up our uke. The top string is going to be the 4th string. The next one down is going to be the 3rd. The next one down is going to be the 2nd. And the last one, if you can't guess it already, it's going to be the 1st string. So it's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1. So another thing that I want to mention is that this is going to be the 1st fret right here, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and so on. So you see these lines, those are going to be the fret separators. So again, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then so on. So definitely get comfortable and memorize how we number the strings and the frets, because when I talk about finger placement for each chord, it's going to be super beneficial for you to know this, especially if you are a beginner. So make sure to pause this video, look at your uke, get comfortable, just recognize what the strings are and the frets, and let's move on to the actual finger placement for each chord. So the first chord that we're going to learn is the A minor chord, and how I like to play it is I like to take my middle finger and I like to place it on the 4th string, which again is the top string, 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the C chord, and how I like to play it is I like to take my ring finger and I like to place my ring finger on the 1st string, again it's the bottom string, 1st string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the F chord, and how I like to play it is I like to take my middle finger and I like to place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then I take my pointer finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and it should sound like this. The last chord that we're going to learn is the G chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and then I take my ring finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. So those are the 4 chords that we need for this song. One thing I do want to note is that I do have low G on this uke, so basically that means that it's going to have a little bit of a deeper sound. But if you have a high G on your uke, or regular strings on your ukulele, it won't matter. These chords will still work for any uke that you have, but this one is just going to give it a little bit of a deeper sound. So if you're just like listening to that, you're like, wait, mine doesn't sound like that. That's just because mine has a little bit of a lower tone, but it'll work just great. So now that we have all those chords done, make sure to memorize, get comfortable with the transitioning between each chords, the finger placement, all that good stuff. And now let's talk about strumming. Alright, so we have made it to the strumming portion of this video, and how I like to play this song is basically just doing a down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. So you're literally just going to strum down, up, up. So it's going to change between the strumming pattern, strumming it twice for a chord or once. It really just depends. It makes it a lot easier if you look at the play along that I actually did. I'll link it right up here. I did a full play along with chords and lyrics on screen, so you'll see when to strum twice or strum once. But it's literally just going to be down, up, up. So it's literally just going to be a down, up, up strumming pattern. And again, it depends on if you do it 1 strum pattern or 2 strum patterns. It will depend on the actual lyrics. So highly recommend to check out the play along video. I also will leave the full lyrics and chords above the lyrics in the description below. So if you want to just copy and paste it, have it, put it on your laptop, wherever, iPad, whatever you want to copy and paste it to, that you can have it for yourself and you can learn at your own pace as well. It'll be linked in the description below. But yeah, that is the strumming pattern. It's just down, up, up. And then if you go to next chord, down, up, up. And then you go, when you switch chords, it'll just go back to down, up, up. So now that we've learned the chords and the strumming pattern, let's talk about the mini play along. Again, if you do want to watch the full play along, I'll put it in the eye up here, also linked in the description below. Definitely go check that out and leave some love on that video. But yeah, let's talk about how we package everything together now that we know the chords and the strumming. So yeah, the mini play along will start in 3, 2, 1. So congratulations, you now know how to play All I Want on the ukulele. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this video yet and you've watched this far, what are you doing? Click that red subscribe button below. Looks a little bit like this. Also click the bell icon right next to the subscribe icon, and yeah, leave a comment below letting me know where you're from, what you're doing, how's life, how are things going with you. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read it. I always respond to every single comment. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So one thing I do want to point out about this uke is that I have a low G on it. That basically just means it has a little bit of a deeper sound. So you might not sound exactly what. So as you can see, I moved it a little bit to the side, and I'm going to stay here because I'm going to put a visual representation of where to put your fingers on the fretboard right here. So congratulations, you now know how to play All I Want by... So congratulations, you now know how to play All I Want on the uke. So congratulations, you now know how to play All I Want on the ukulele. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Boom. That was it.